Hi there, hello, good evening, and welcome back. It's been a long time, but welcome back finally to The Shadows We Fear. I can hear myself, let's mute that, that's horrible. Hello everybody, it's been a hot minute as you can probably tell, but I am your host for this evening. My name is Matt, aka Chef, aka Matt with Power. I did it the wrong way around, but who gives a fuck? And as always, I'm joined by my illustrious, lovely, and good friends, my players. Say hello to my players chat. They don't get
Hello
to speak
to
right now.
my
I
players
said to
chat.
chat. No. Andrew. Simmer down. Before we kick into tonight's announcements, we have tonight's game. So we have some announcements. Andrew, you may now speak.
Yeah,
I cannot.
Well, thank you to our very own Ghost Malone for subscribing with his Twitch Prime. Thank you to me for subscribing with the Twitch Prime, and thank you to Mr. Matt for subscribing. No Twitch Prime, which is great. Again, if you have Twitch Primes, if you have Twitch Primes, use them here. That's all good. Otherwise, there is no other really announcements. Erzia is running bi-weekly, so it will be not this Tuesday, but the next week, next Tuesday after that. You can tune in on 7:30 p.m. UK time. Otherwise, hit the links, go to the Discord, go to the social medias where we are pushing out quite a bit of content nowadays. Yeah, I think that's all there is, so I will hand it back to you, Matt. I just realised I don't actually have my dice out, so I can't throw you anything. Back to you, Matt.
Please get you. Thank you very much. Also, a quick side note, chat. Support the Tash. I just caught myself at Discord. I was like, you know what? I look so much better on camera than I do in real life with this mustache. It's fucking brilliant.
Dashed up.
My girlfriend hates me right now. It's brilliant. But it's been a while, my dear friends. So, without further ado, let us recap where we left off in The Shadows We Fear. So last we left off, the group had been bold and given the task to move out to the foreign country of Alria, a three-island nation, where the final say has unleashed his forces and brought destruction and ruin to this once great nation that is now not just on its knees, but having its throat actively slit before the world stage. You were sent off into the ocean with the escort of the Chiron's Bane, but on your own ship called the Intrepid. You reached Alria and unleashed hell yourselves with your cannon fire from the Chiron's Bane, decimating what you could of the Dwarven district in the place called the Five Quarters of Slee. You made landfall and then immediately were forced into battle with a horde of creatures, including a general of some sort, but you did best them. When you took that time, though, to figure out your next steps after making this beach landing, you realized that one of the new Mirage unit members, one of the magic users, had been killed and absorbed by the horde. Bit of a sobering experience, but you pushed forward and pushed through with thoughts of home and thoughts of what's next in your mind. As you start meandering through the broken and ruined streets, you started to see words, phrases carved and etched into stone that when you joined them together made a very crude and sinister nursery rhyme of sorts. And as you rounded a corner, you were then met with a town square. And inside the town square, coming from behind you from the town square, a creature known as the Gravelord attacked you. You did battle with it, but it was not an easy fight by any means. Falcoros is even downed during the sake of the combat, and a lot of the party took heavy damage throughout, getting a bit close to the wire at points, but ultimately the Twilight Company was successful in slaying the Gravelord. You were then able to get some loot, which was quite good loot. You're welcome. And that, just as you were ending the session, was when we heard a whistle echo out through the streets. Oh, that's wrong. Here. You all stand in the town square. Actually, before you can hear the music coming. I know we had some issues with the bot last time. Perfect. You all stand in a town square. Under your feet are paving stones that have been chipped away to carve out a nursery rhyme most sinister. But the subject of these words now lay dead, defeated by your hand. The Gravelord is as still and as silent as the grave. In your possession now, however, are a small treasure trove of goods, including something from legend. Now in one of your hands, I believe Wash's, unless I am mistaken. Wash, as you sort of stand and hold this banner, this spear, raw power emanates from it and almost fills your soul with vigor and courage. But as you're sort of standing there admiring it, admiring the artistry, the architecture, the design of this, a whistle breaks the silence. Short and sharp. It hits your ears, coming from the direction that the throne of bones the Gravelord once sat upon faces. Slowly emerging from a hidden position between the broken buildings, you see someone stand up. What you see before you is an elven man, of what should be a handsome man. Well, he is, save the disheveled and tattered look they now bear. Blonde hair is now streaked with dirt and grime, tied up in a tight ponytail at the back of his head. A pointed elven face is covered in scratches, some of which may scar in future. There is a face tattoo of a rose that sits next to his right eye, but is hidden by ash, and you mistake it for dirt otherwise. And blue eyes that have seen far too much stare back at you. His eyes have sunk into his skull. But yet, despite his appearances, a very warm and charismatic smile cracks across his broken lips, and he waves an arm above his head, signaling the all to come over. What would you like to do?
Do we recognize this person?
Can I get Falcoris, Eleril, and Lavender to make a history check, please, to see if you three recognize this person?
Yes.
Unfortunately, Wash and Azraelion will not. Luna can help with the dice roll, by the way.
It's okay. Advantage? Dog vantage?
Dog vantage.
Okay.
Eleril?
Reliable talent. I've got 19.
19. Fucking that's already gone. Falcoris?
4.
And Lavender, your history check, please.
15.
15. Falcoris, you were on death's door about a second ago. You are not really focusing in on the surrounding area. And you've seen there's a person. They seem not to be drawing their weapon. Your focus is elsewhere right now. But Lavender and Eleril, you do recognize this man. He is one of the people from the new Mirage unit. He is one of the rangers called Ilaran Testrar.
He's Mirage. Yeah.
All right.
You say he looked pretty disfigured?
Not disfigured, just dirty and grimy.
Grimy.
Again, his face is covered in scars and scratches, some of which are obviously more fresh, but he doesn't look horribly wounded or anything like that. No, he is just filthy.
I'm not putting my blade away just in case, but
I mean, Falcor's got to carry his blade as well.
yeah, I'm gonna
Of the
walk
new
towards.
He, as you get close, he sort of like does that way where he sort of ushers you to get him closer into his building, and as you sort of one by one, take it. Do you all go over? The whole group?
When I'm walking up, you said it's uphill, right?
No, right now he's level with you. He's just a couple of buildings away.
Walking towards him anyway. My Falcor's head's going to be on a swivel. I'm going to be trying to look for maybe anybody that's maybe trying to stalk us, or if there's any sort of like danger.
You may make a perception check if you so wish.
That
But
will,
whilst Falcoris in that part, on you, yeah, on
that'll
you.
be a 28.
28. You keep your head in the swivel, and you are keeping a very, very attentive eye out. But I just want to double check. The group are going towards Ilaran, yeah? Not just Falcoris and...
Sure.
Perfect. Coming over, he sort of again ushers you into his ruined building where two of the four walls are completely exposed and open, but he's sort of crouching down the middle. And as you one by one come in, Gods above, you are such a sorry sight for sore eyes. He says, still with a wide smile. He extends his hand out to those he immediately recognizes, Lavender, Falcoris, and Eleril. And then once he's shaken your three hands, he then extends his hands out towards Wash and Azraelion, introducing himself in his name, of course. As much as I would love to make chatter here, we aren't safe. We need to move quickly and quietly. There's a safe place. But we need to pick up a group that I came down here with.
All right.
Where's the rest of your unit?
In the safe haven. We saw the cannon fire and I came to investigate. We thought it was a rescue mission, but clearly not. No offense, I just mean like we thought maybe this was our chance to get out of here.
Well, if you keep surviving after we're done, then hopefully it will be.
I guess we'll find out, but come on, follow me, stay quiet, stay low, stick to the shadows.
Lead the way.
Without saying any more, he pulls his bow off of his back, has an arrow in the string ready just in case, and starts to move outwards. And he starts moving in the direction of the center of the island. Instead of going to the east and west, hugging the shore, he is now leading you guys, if you choose to follow, towards the center, where, if you remember, the large extinct volcano looms above as the central skyline.
Can I just, obviously, just before we move, I would like to do an insight check, essentially. I want to look and see what he's saying. Is he trying to be sketchy? Is he sketchy, or is he being like full on honest with us?
Make an insight check then, please, if you wouldn't mind, sir.
He's so happy.
18.
18. You've only met this man a couple of times, of course, in the war game situation and when you guys went to go fight the Creed of Creation on the beach. When you stormed the beach D-Day style. From your small interactions with him, he's always been that charismatic, not center of attention, but he very much will use comedy and smiles and his charisma to try and bolster those around him. He seems genuine. The smile is not a fake smile, it's not a hollow one, it is as warm and friendly as you've always seen it to be. He is just in a terrible place and has seen some terrible things. And he wants to be safe.
Okay. While running, Falcoris is going to desummon his normal sword. He's still carrying, what do you call it again? Flaming Ignis or something like that? Blah, 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 blah.
Your new one, yeah?
Pharaoh Ignis. He's still carrying that, but his sword that he's currently packed with disappears.
Perfect. As we're running, is anybody else doing anything else? Or are you just following Illiran's lead at this moment?
Just follow, I guess.
Yeah.
Perfect. It takes you about 30 minutes of running, street hopping, staying low, moving from cover to cover, corner to corner, clinging to the shadows as much as the sun above will allow you, before he sort of drops down to one knee at point and sort of like peeks left, peeks right, and then sort of turns to you to make sure you're all sort of caught up. He then points out into the distance, and he points to a fairly indiscriminate house. In there. That's where my group is. Stay low. Let me do the talking. We're just gonna link up. We're gonna go home.
Home?
Well, safe haven.
Oh.
The last tap. Right, come on. Let's get inside. And again, he darts between the streets, getting into to the outside of the house. It's a simple, nondescript, we sort of say 2-story house. Relatively intact given the circumstances of the war zone it finds itself in, but it still has the front door smashed off its hinges and signs of damage to the exterior walls, but seems to be, again, relatively speaking, intact. Illiran gestures for you guys to enter first before he will follow you guys inside. You enter the heart of the home. The kitchen and living area, or what's left of it. The area that once would have maybe smelled like cooked meats or fresh bread mixed with the smell of a hearty fire from the living room now just smells stagnant and stale. Everything just seems to have a hue of grey in front of you. Excuse me. Life has been sucked out of this random family's home, and it just feels wrong. However, Illiran seems unfazed by this. Beg your pardon, sorry. And he moves to the bottom of the staircase that leads up to the second floor. He stops at the bottom and, softly but loud enough, still at the same time, rasps his knuckles against the wall in a pattern. Before he looks back at you guys, gives you a nod, and then he ascends up the staircase out of sight.
Nice. Just take a mental note. of the pattern that he uses?
Absolutely can do. Make a intelligence check for me, please.
Just straight intelligence.
I'll say with advantage with your thieves and that sort of stuff, your history there. It's not going to be a hard one for you.
Fuck for that. Okay, just straight intelligence.
Just straight intelligence, yep.
Dirty 20.
You can easily memorize the knock. Again, it's something that you've done in your thieves or your life, or your thieving ways or your life when you're part of the guild. So you memorize knock, and we're not going to do it, but you just know Ilran's knock. We'll call it for now. He then takes a second before you hear his footfalls plus a few others come softly but still making noise down the stairs. And you see Ilran plus 4 other figures emerge. You see 1 human, 2 dwarves, and a halfling. None of who you recognize, I will say outright as well. Ilran again turns back and he says, "This is my group. No one is to stay out on the streets at night, so we are going to move quickly and quietly back to the last tap. It's not far from here. From where I picked you up, we're more than halfway. We just need to make that last little push and we'll be safe. As can be."
All right. I'll lead the way.
Can I get... Oops, sorry, yep.
Are these survivors?
Survivors
Oh,
is
yeah.
the right word. Yeah. Everyone here, apart from us and yourselves, are survivors from here. Some of them are sailors as well that came from Lorenthal, but there's not a lot of them left. There's not a lot of anybody left. Can I get, as you all having this conversation, you all to make me an insight check, please?
Okay.
We'll go Azraelion. We're going to do it in reverse order just now, since Lavender is away. We'll just do...
I got a insights plus 2, so 11.
11, thank you. Elril,
17.
17. Wash,
21.
21. And Falcoris,
21 as well.
21 as well. Falcoris, Wash, and Elril. Azraelion, you'll pick up that there's nothing wrong, but with the two of them, something just isn't quite... The picture isn't whole for you, but you can't quite put your finger on it. With Falcoris, Wash, and Elril, though, you can see that definitely 2 out of these 4 are not soldiers. You can see the human and basically the older of the 2 dwarfs have armor that fits and is seen battling, they're wearing it comfortably, they're happy with the way they're holding their weapons. The other 2, the younger dwarf and the halfling, are jumpy. Every time there's a small sound outside, their heads are whipping around in that direction. The halfling's armor barely fits her. And you 3 recognize this is what Azraelion is maybe missing at this point, that 2 are definitely militant, definitely soldiers. These 2 are untrained.
Why did you come this way? Why'd you leave your safe haven?
The halfling almost, not turns her head of embarrassment sort of thing, but she just can't quite look at you when you say that, almost as she feels called out. The other dwarf, though, the younger one, who again, as you sort of, again, not call them out per se, but he recognizes maybe that his armor's not sitting right, takes a second to adjust it. Well, there's just not many of us left. We've taken such catastrophic losses that the military can't hold out. So anyone that's willing, wanted to fight for what's left, we're doing so where we can. It's a volunteer militia at this point, basically, lad. To try and bolster the numbers that have been lost by the main one.
It's very admirable of you.
It's what's needed, unfortunately. But aye, we need to move and get the last tap.
Have you been in battle yet?
I've seen it, but I've no.
All right. We need to move.
Aye. Ilran will lead the way, and we'll take up the rear, or Iloran's like, no. The Twilight Company will take up the rear. You guys in the middle, please. For the love of gods. If that's okay with you, Twilight Company, of course. I just want to get these kids home.
I think it might be better if Illaril goes in front. Scouts.
If he wants to go ahead of me, that's fine, but I know the way.
I mean,
Not to be...
with you.
Oh, sure. I'll happily have the company.
I'll give a nod to Illaril. And then I'll go to the very back as I'm passing by Wash, I'll say, I'm just going to go to the back. I'm going to keep an eye out. I'm going to try and keep a head on a swivel. Watch these two, and I'll point out the undrained.
Mm-hmm.
Just give a simple nod.
Fantastic. With that then, and so like a marching order per se established, can I get then, LLM, are you checking for traps? If you are being forward scout right now, what are you doing with Iloran?
I'd like to move as quietly as I can, looking... again, Elrill's maybe not the best at looking for like the creatures and zombies that might be walking around. He's looking for intentional traps, unintentional traps, see corridors that might be an ambush point, or like structural hazards and things like that might be a building about to collapse on us if we go down a Halloween, split party or something,
Amazing. Well, in that case then, can I get you to make, what would it be, like your perception check, or what check are you looking to make me ask you to do with your rogue stuff?
Investigation, perchance?
You can make an investigation. Let's play into your strengths here. It's been a hot minute.
Nat 18 for 32.
32. You push through. Again, you wait for Iloran almost to take the lead and saying, we're going down that street. We're going through that building, whatever the case may be. And there are plenty of times where maybe Iloran will say, we're going down there. And you'll maybe, again, not looking for the zombies, not looking for the enemy, but looking for the environment. Maybe call out a group our size. That might not work. Wash has got heavy armor. He can't fit through that gap. You're making a path carved, not just for Iloran and his scouts, but for the whole group right now, where you can find easy concealment, or as easy as can be for a group of this size. And with your expertise and keeping your active eye out and pathfinding, you get the party through the streets of Alria with Iloran's guidance and pointing the way. You also... Actually, no, this will be... Can you give me a or can I get you to make me a perception check instead now as well, please?
With reliable... I rolled a 5 on the dice, so reliable talent makes that 17.
You start to see thieves' cant.
Okay.
There is, again, in thieves' cant, it's not a language per se, like a written language. It is just symbols, and different organizations have different variations of the symbols, but they all sort of follow a loose pattern that even from an outsider group, you can tell what they're referring to. The symbol that you keep seeing was 2. 1 indicates haven, a place of safety, and indicating in the same direction, trade, a place where a smuggler might be able to go.
Alright. There's these kind. Is that your people?
Not our people, but where we're hiding out, I'm sure.
Okay.
Last tap, there's a smuggler's cave from the old lava tunnels.
Interesting.
We're nearly there. Just literally a couple more streets and we'll be through.
Lead the way.
Will do. Falcoris, we'll come back to you just now. With your, we're going to carry over because I'm not going to let you use that, lose that. Sorry, 28 perception check as you're keeping an active eye out. It is eerie. You're used to battlefields. You're used to, being in air quotes a war zone. You're expected to see the enemy at any given minute when you're in enemy territory. The fact that there's just nothing, but there's been so much death and destruction, it's just weird and it's just off-putting. You're on edge. You're constantly, I'd say, with a 28 being like over-perceptive, if you don't mind me saying. You're sort of expecting to turn the corner and just see something, but every time you do, there's just an empty street. Maybe a raven flies off the body of someone. There's just nothing. Even Lucia in your head, she'll make comments in how the Shadowfell is an empty place when you go to the wastes, but there's still something more there. Be it the voices you might hear upon the wind, but there's still something. Here, there's just nothing. Apart from rubble, debris, and death.
I'll probably say to Wash as we're moving, maybe we've held up as Illyra was kind of pointing out a place or something, or trying to find a way around something. I'll just say to Wash, I'll be like, it's quiet. It's too quiet. I don't like it.
Undead don't make noise. They don't leave behind things, and they don't really care for things that are alive. It's pretty average.
Places like this you think would be swarming with dead, even the undead, rise back up.
They'll move.
Or somewhere. Alright. Looks like we're moving again. Just feel like something's about to happen. And then I'll head back towards the back again as everybody starts kind of heading off again.
Perfect. Is there anybody else, before we get to our destination, is there anything else anybody would like to do, say, interact with? No. You push forward, ever more forward. And eventually, again, after Elleril, your last interaction with him, Illiran begins to point out the last couple of streets. And you begin to see here more makeshift barricades that are blocking streets and alleyways that are more than what there have been, and seems to be more well kept, or at the very least more recently repaired. These barricades are creating either bottlenecks or dead ends, to which you're not too sure, but Illiran navigates you through them swiftly, until at the end of a street, you basically have a street with houses and residential buildings on both sides, and at the end of the street is what is clearly a tavern. Two-story building. The bottom floor is made of stone, and the upper floor, is made of wood. There seems to have been, once upon a time, a large wooden roof that has since caved in and collapsed into the second floor. Smashed windows face you, along with a sign that hangs above a door. One of the chains is broken, so the sign is limply just dangling in the breeze. You can see, though, it does read, "The Last Tap." Illiran points towards it. In there. And then again, just to confirm your suspicions, as you can now see it, there is more thieves' camp, again indicating clearly now, not just pointing down the streets, but clearly pointing to this building as your place of interest.
As I'll just say, haven, traders, that sort of thing, nothing too suspicious.
Mm-hmm. Still the exact same, yep, just those two symbols.
And I'll start moving down. Cautious of man-made traps more than anything at this point.
Mm-hmm. Not a problem at all. Can I get you to make another investigation check then, please, my friend, to see about traps just one more time?
I rolled. This is so good. I love reliable talent. I rolled a 2 in a die for 24.
It's disgusting. So, before Illiran can even point out, you find it. There are not just one, but a couple of traps that had been laid and prepped, and you can tell that these are actual man-made traps, obviously. But Illiran has clearly knows about them and is about to warn you of it in advance of you putting your foot down, well in advance before you put your foot down and become in danger, that this street is trapped. And at this point, he is going to take the lead and ask that not single file, but you all sort of filter behind and just step where he steps and walk where he walks.
Right.
You all do that. There's no trick required. It's nice and easy enough. There's nothing acrobatic or dexterous what you need to do. Just don't stray off the path that Illiran is setting for you. And you find yourselves now face to face with the last tap. He opens the door, which is again just secured only by one hinge. So opening it is more like lifting it up and sort of moving it in before putting it down again. And inside, you can see the inside of this tavern has been totally turned over. Tables and chairs are nothing more than pieces of scrap or firewood. The bar area has been chipped and broken. There's an axe head with a broken handle buried deep into the top of the bar, with dried blood splatters surrounding it. Illiran doesn't not take any notes of it, but is focused, and he moves through the back, leading you guys into sort of the kitchen area, where the same sort of destruction is presented to you. And he goes down a small set of like 6 steps to where there is the storeroom. You can see that stone shelves are totally barren and bare, save a few shards of broken glass, which are completely ignored. He then makes his way to the very rear of this storeroom, where he knocks against the wall once more like he did in the house. LOL, you pick up, it's the exact same knock that he made in the house. And he sort of leans against the wall with his shoulder, putting his pointed elven ear towards the wall. And he waits a moment. Another moment. Before finally it gives way, and the wall itself slowly grinds open, revealing a hidden door. From inside, torchlight then spills out onto the floor, and a wall of heat, and quite a fair amount of heat, hits you as well. Also coming forth with this light and heat are 2 heavily armored guards, with shields up and spears pointed in your direction. Doesn't take them long though. Seeing friendly faces of the 5 that he knows, plus your group, mainly seeing Illiran though, they lower their defenses, and without question, usher the whole group, yourselves included, inside. Do you enter?
Yeah.
Perfect. You all pile in to this area. 2 seconds, I need to quickly change.
Oh. Joy? In a place like this? Oh. Not Joy.
Yeah.
Oh, not Joy. Joy. You find yourselves in a large tunnel. Can I get you to, as a group, to either make a nature or survival check? Your choices.
Okay.
Can I just give someone advantage rather than roll?
Sure, you can give someone advantage if you so wish.
Like,
Who would you like to give advantage to?
Israeli or Lavender, probably one of you.
Yeah, can I do the same and give my advantage to another one?
Yeah, I'll say that Azraelian and Lavender, between the, you can either roll with advantage. Oh, sorry, Azraelian and Lavender, you 2 roll with advantage, either survival or nature, your choices. And Wash, you can roll straight roll if you want to, obviously one of those 2, whichever works best for you. So, Wash, what did you get for him? What roll did you make?
19 for survival.
19 for survival. Azraelian?
I also rolled survival and got a natural 20.
Nice, buddy. And Lavender?
I got 21 for nature.
21 for nature. Good rolls all around, guys. Well done, you 3. The 3 of you quickly realize, even though some of you, like yourself, Lavender, may not have seen this before, but this is a completely natural cavern. And with you knowing this is a volcano, you're estimating or reckoning this is one of the old lava tunnels or lava tubes, whatever you actually call it in geography, where many, many moons ago, where this volcano was active and rumbled with the power of the earth and lava flowed through, it created, the molten lava created tunnels and veins where it used to sit before the almighty eruption spilled it all out. And it is here inside this tunnel, one of the many tunnels you're assuming, you now find yourselves. It is extremely well lit, with torches, braziers, and even small campfires scattered around the place, bathing the stone walls in heat and light. On that note, it is pretty hot in here. With the trapped heat in the stone, the heat's got nowhere to go. You're walking around as you sort of push through now, and you can see that plenty of people here have glistening brows just from standing in this area. Excuse me. As you step through this fake doorway, it is closed behind you, and you seem to see a makeshift army barracks area. The majority of the people that are positioned here are armed and armored. They sit in small groups, watching the door. Some are chatting away and playing dice on the floor, trying to pass the time and create a sense of joy. Some are sleeping in cots, trying to catch up on some much-needed sleep. Most are perceptive, though, and are keeping their eye on the door and a glaive or a sword not too far from their reach. Ilaran sort of gestures for you to sort of just push past and just keep walking. And as you're walking, you're finding yourselves, you have to sort of step left and then sort of meander to the right, to the left again. There's our little waist-high barricades that would force an enemy to not be able to run in a straight line, but have to meander and weave throughout, slowing them down, hopefully. You push through out of this barracks area, and you seem to find an infirmary of sorts. Again, more cots and stretchers cover the floor, some with people who are bandaged and wounded, being tended to by various clerics or those who just know medicine, or those who just want to help. Others are sleeping, or are equally still but have blankets poured over their heads and faces. Moving past the dead, dying, and recovering is where you see more general activity. There are small tents that act as housing. Some aren't bothering with that and just have little clusters of beds and tables pushed together to make the little living areas. You see families, friends, refugees that have just come together to make what they can do a sense of community inside these tunnels. You see a mix of soldiers, civilians, young and old, fit and unfit. Anyone who has survived has made it to the last tap and has made it inside these tunnels. Now, I will say again, just for spacing wise, when you came through the tunnel initially, it's maybe about 40 to 30 feet wide. In this area here, it opens up to a large chamber of caverns where maybe it's about 80 to 100 feet or so, so there's plenty of room to navigate and walk around. Again, immediately you can feel that under those, like yourself, once you wear heavy armor, you're immediately beginning to sweat a little bit. The air is thick and uncomfortable, but you're safe. And since you landed on this beach, this is the first time you probably feel safe in Alria. Welcome to the last tap.
Where's...
The-
Oh, sorry, go.
I was just going to ask, as we're walking through, how many people does it look like is here total?
Hard to tell. At a quick glance, you're probably reckoning maybe in this like chamber and tunnel that you walk through, maybe somewhere between 150 to 200.
Okay.
In the grand scheme of things, for a central hub as large as this, that's a insignificant number. But not an insignificant amount of people here.
Mm-hmm.
Falcoris, I think you had something to ask there, my friend.
Yeah, I was just gonna be like, where's the Mirage unit?
Ilaran takes a second to turn around to you. It's down here. I'll lead you to them in a minute. I just need to get these guys home.
That's fine.
And I'll come find you. If you guys want to stay here for a little bit, I'll... Don't go too far, I guess. It shouldn't be too hard to find you again.
Falcoris with cuts across him and bleeding a little, just kind of leans up against a boxes or something there, the wall, and just be like, it's alright, I'm not gonna go too far. And I'll just...
As you're all taking that time, maybe even just all of you maybe sit down, take your loads off and that sort of stuff. Can you all make a perception check for me, please? Or maybe if you're proficient, insight, if you'd rather.
Perception. Nah, not a good.
Same thing for me either way.
Falcoris, we'll start with you, please, sir.
A 15.
15. Wash.
A lovely natural one.
Ooh, okay. Eleril.
I'll do 17 insight.
Fantastic. Azraelion.
That is a 22 perception.
22 perception. And Lavender, lastly.
Perception 27.
Nice. You are all sitting there, Wash. At this moment in time, with a natural one, you maybe just sat down, and you're either looking at the ceiling or you're just having your eyes shut, just being like, I don't care, I'm just needing a minute right now. And just your just head is like in the fold of your armor, just looking
My
down at
me
your feet,
time.
whatever the case. This is your me time. The rest of you, especially Lavender with a 27, will come to you separately if you don't mind, but everybody else gets a general sort of sense that there are eyes on you as newcomers, but you're gathering maybe not. Normally, you're going to assume when there's a newcomer here, it's not a band of adventurers that are heavily armed and armored and, ready to bring the fight on.
Okay, you're unmuted.
I know, I'm unmuted.
I can hear you moving a bit like mad, sorry.
I know, I'm moving my shoes in the way. This pillow.
They're not used to seeing a group like yourselves enter the last tap caverns. And you are drawing attention. But Lavender, as you're taking that time with a 27 perception, as you're sort of sitting there, you can't help but overhear a conversation of two passers-by, two soldiers, you're assuming, looking at the way they're dressed, and also carrying short swords at the side. They sort of come from the back tunnel almost, deeper into the cavern and walking past. They look at your group, without Illiran at this point, and they sort of walk past. And Lavender, you hear one of them say to the other one, I'm gonna guess that was the cannon fire then. Yeah, I was kind of hoping maybe we get off this shithole, but if that's it, we're fucked. Do you think there was a rescue party that came with them? The second one sort of looks over his shoulder towards your group, Lavender. Nah, that's it. We're alone. And the sort of conversation drifts away out of your earshot as they go deeper into the tunnels. Takes a couple more minutes. Oh, sorry, Wash.
No, I was just saying, lovely bit of confidence.
Takes again only a couple more minutes, but Illiran does finally return back to you guys. Also, is my camera like really low FPS for anybody else? Or is that just me?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It becomes good and then goes bad again. I don't know what's going on. That's core
Fuck, I
problem.
don't really care.
I think it's a Discord thing.
Maybe, who cares? Illiran comes and picks you guys up and says, well, if you are going deep into the tunnels a little bit, it's a little bit cooler there, thankfully, but come with me.
Tell me something, he'll run. Start stretching as we start moving down. Has Hex Warbreaker been in contact?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Alright. And then just keep walking.
You don't walk far at all, maybe about 50 feet or so. And again, this part of the tunnel immediately, as again, not being made by man, but made by nature itself, takes an immediate sharp decline at that point. So you sort of get down lower, the hot air rising above, you sort of find yourself sheltered from some of it, but it's still uncomfortably warm in this tunnel all the same. You can't escape that all the same, though. And you eventually do find what is, again, a large tent of some sort. The purpose of the tent, though, being just more to get some privacy from prying eyes instead of actually acting as shelter. Inside, Illiran sort of gestures and pushes you all through, and you then can see quite a few familiar faces. You do see Captain Inadi Duskiel, the female elf and leader of the Mirage unit. You then see Artisan, or Gale, Green Whistle, as you might have known him from, the man who you helped initiate into the Mirage unit in the first place, their acting medic. You see, excuse me, one of the Dwarven fighters. You see called Herd. You see the female fighter, human fighter, Physian. You have Illiran, of course. And you also see... no, you don't, actually. There are two missing. You do remember, if you do remember, the female rogue didn't get off the island in the Battle of the Creed of Creation. She didn't survive, unfortunately. And obviously Ty, you found on the beach today.
And where's Finn?
You don't see her initially.
I'll walk up to the captain. Captain.
She looks up and she's clearly got some sort of map on the table, which is just a map of Slee. Well, there's a couple, but she's got the map on Slee on top right now, which you can see the largest sort of portion. She looks up. Again, she's got her dark brown hair is currently stuck to her forehead a little bit. Very, very harsh eyes look up at you. But they do soften slightly, seeing familiar faces. Of course. Twilight Company.
Well,
aren't you a pleasant surprise?
well, we said about getting battle hardened. The rest of you, and I'll look over the rest of them. Looks like you've been through plenty of wars now.
We have been through far too fucking much.
Where's
But we're
Finn?
here. Out.
Right.
Her,
Sorry.
Mir. No, of course, her, Mir, and Karis are out just now.
Alright.
They should be back before nightfall, as the rules are.
What was the one called again? The one that we found? I know. Yeah.
Ty.
Ty.
Lion.
We came across Ty. Ow.
She went missing a couple of days ago. I kind of assumed that I don't want to know where, why, or how
Well,
she's been found.
I'll say this. Just been put to rest.
Thank you.
Yes.
We've been absolutely fucking battered up here. We came with the first landing force. A simple extraction. Get the council members and get out. We're not staying for war. We'd maybe in Slee a day, if that. 3 weeks. Here we are. We've taken heavy losses. Lost Ty. She sort of looks left and right just now, just to make sure no one is in earshot that shouldn't be. There's 2 council members here. We rescued 18. There's 2 left. So I say rescued, we got them out the building. Only 2 made it here.
Yeah.
They are... The way I word this, basically, they are the face of being in control right now. People are turning to them because they're councilmen. But really, we're the ones that are calling the shots, the Mirage Unit. And I'm way above my fucking head. I don't know what the fuck to do. I'm just trying to keep the peace and order.
You do the best you can. Keep people surviving. That's what you do.
Thankfully, a couple of people knew about the smuggler tunnel, so we have got supplies. And we're not running low yet, but we can't stay here forever. We've got water. We've got, out on the streets, plenty of rain collection that happens. We've got food that's rationed. We've got supplies for the firewood, though Slee might as well be a fucking fire pit right now. Supply-wise, we're fine to hold out. My reckoning, maybe another month. I don't want to be here for another month, though, of course. But we can survive longer. My issue is manpower. My issue is no one's coming.
Well, we've arrived. And I'm going to need all the intel you've got that you can give us. The one person I'm really interested in. Have you made contact or heard from a Hex Wall Breaker?
Initially, at the first landing, not made contact with me, but I heard she was on Slee. That was all I knew.
She's not to be trusted.
Okay.
If anybody whispers her name, find out who and where, because she'll give us up.
That's not what I want to hear, but okay. Noted.
Secondly, we're going for it. We're going for the next snake's head. That's why we're here.
She wipes the sweat off her brow.
It's much bigger than you think. It's not just Aurea. It's the fucking gods themselves.
She just gives you a look of, please explain.
The final say.
Yeah.
He's attacking the gods.
Fuck off.
Yeah, well, kind of similar reaction. Except a little bit more fear.
How on earth is he planning on doing that?
With the Titan. I had a vision, basically. I seen the Titan ripping apart the sky, basically moving his way into the heavens. Angels falling to the deaths.
That's just... So wait, Titan, back up. Do you mean that one on the West Island?
Oh yeah, that's the one. Oh.
Do you need a cleric?
That'd be fucking good, to be honest with you. But right now,
we'll get your debrief. We'll get you sorted out. But yeah,
we're probably going to need to rest up here, and then we'll be moving out. Now I don't know what your situation is. It would be good to have the Mirage unit beside us to move, but I understand.
I don't think I can move from here. We're kind of almost the face of hope right now, I guess. Which isn't me just being an egotistical prick. It's people are looking at us right now. I can't move.
Do you know the boat of the Intrepid ship? That's how we got
Can't say I
here.
do. I'm assuming we heard the cannon fire. That was you, so I did send Ilaran. I'm not gonna lie. We were maybe hoping that cannon fire and a ship coming in was going to be a rescue, but I'm guessing it was you.
It was us.
That was not me being disrespectful. That came
It's
out all
fine.
wrong.
You're fine. It's us. Like I said, we're here for the snake's head. And we're hoping cutting that off stops all this.
Well, you are going to want to get to Toldom then.
Alright, show me the map. And then we don't have to RP it. I'll start asking her questions of best ways to get there, what she's encountered, what she's came across, like areas to try and avoid, etc, etc.
There are two... Well, there's going to be three ways, really, of you getting to Toldom. None of them are good. Depending which one you pick, you might need to speak to one of the councilmen, depending which one you decide to go down. Or if you want to speak to them all, obviously, by all means. They are actually, for councilmen, quite approachable. I take that back. One of them is quite approachable. The first way over is in the council building. There's a teleportation circle. It's got a few direct connections. Toldom will be one of them. It's how the council will move around Alria quickly. The problem is obviously getting to the council building and clearing out what's inside. And then when you teleport, who knows what's there, waiting for you on the other side. Your other way, if you want to do that one, I should say, if you want to use a teleportation circle, you'll need to speak to no, you won't. You will need to speak to Jakara.
Jakara.
He's one of the councilmen that actually is a wizard and operates the circles. Part of his role. Speak to Jakara. The other way, well, option 2. The docks are in the Dragonborn district. There are what are called sea cutters, I've been told. Small crafts, usually seat about 10 people or so. They don't rely on tides or wind though, they're pulley operated. There's a whole lot of undersea cables that the sea cutters are tied against. A crossing on the wind would take you maybe about an hour, hour and a half. These sea cutters can do it in 20 minutes, no matter what weather condition it's in, apart from stormy weather, of course. Problem there is getting through the Dragonborn district. There are some reports of monsters. Not to anyone's surprise, I dare say. Some of them... If you want to go that way, you will need to speak to... Well, you don't need to, but I recommend you speak to Ishi. She's one of the Dragonborn councilwomen. She knows that district better than anybody and how to operate as well, the sea cars. There's a third way. Don't know how practical it is. These tunnels, smugglers' routes, they go down, all the way down to the Underdark. I dare say there's a path that goes from the Underdark up to Toldom. Problem is, though, these tunnels themselves are already a maze. We sent a group down last week. They got lost for 4 days, trying to find a simple path. So I'm not sending any more one down there. I don't know what time is going to take you to navigate through the Underdark. Or how, when you get to the Underdark, to get back to Toldom again.
Alright. That option seems to be out of the table. Too long.
I figured. If time is your essence, you'll need to either speak about teleporting or a sea car. Problem with the sea car as well, I forgot to mention that obviously you're not going to get an element of surprise when you land on Toldom. They'll see you coming.
I have a funny feeling he knows we're coming anyway, but it'd still be good to be able to appear. I think the teleportation is probably our best bet. But I'll talk with the rest of the Twilight Company, figure out what they think.
Speak to your party, speak to the councilman. I'll be around. Don't cause trouble.
Do you have any way of signaling you? Have you got any sort of flare system?
No. We quickly found out that using anything that gives a position away, we get hoarded.
That's fair.
So now we purely operate on a daytime operations only. We do not operate at night. Period. It's too dangerous when you can't see what's coming.
Just thinking, if we manage to get this job done and we succeed, I want to get the message to you fast.
You'll think of something, I'm sure, but we don't have anything visible like that.
Alright. Any other information that we need to know?
Not unless you ask me specifics, I don't know. I've got so much on my plate just now.
Keep doing what you're doing, by the looks of it. I know from your perspective it probably doesn't look great, but you've got people down here that are surviving. They're doing good.
Can you make me a quick insight check, please? Sorry.
That's cocked. That's not. As man say again. 7. 22.
She is a brave woman, Captain Duskill. She is strong, stern, fair, a good leader. But in this moment, when you're having this conversation with her, you can see the first small crack of weakness, and it's just from sheer exhaustion. And in that crack, tears just sort of form in the corner of her eye, but she sort of notices, as you notice, and sort of blinks them away a little bit before they have a chance to fall down her cheek. We're trying. And it's good to have the Twilight Company here. But, and she speaks in harsher tones again, just for my sanity and just between us, obviously. Is anyone coming? Is there anything organized to come?
No. Right now, the invasion from the Shadowfell is about to hit Lornthal.
That's fine. Thank you.
We've been basically told. You're dropped off, then left. Now the Intrepid, the ship I'm talking about. I know the captain. She's waiting for us. That's one ship. Small. Fast.
Won't fit everybody here, will it?
No.
No. It's something to know there's at least a ship anchored out somewhere. That maybe in the case of emergency we can hold a line and get people off, but
You've been
in the meantime we'll hold out here.
You've been in a situation long enough now. The full honesty. If we fail, it's done. If we succeed, we get better chances. It's still going to be tough.
I've been coming up with contingencies of looking to maybe try and make contact with the Underdark. If things go that south.
That might be good. And pray to the gods that Lorenthal holds strong and manages to win over this war with the Shadowfell coming through. Because
With all
after
due
that,
respect, Falcoris, yeah, I can praise the gods for Lorenthal to hold strong, but Lorenthal doesn't need them right now. I need them. I need the gods' focus here, my friend.
well, gods are a little bit preoccupied.
Yeah, you're fucking telling me. Right.
When was the last
Go
time
speak to
you
your
slept?
friends. I haven't seen the sun in a while, so I couldn't tell you.
Yeah, it's because you've been under here. When was the last time you physically slept?
I don't know.
You can only lead strong if you're strong yourself. Go grab a nap. We're here for a bit.
Stop making fucking sense.
Yeah, well, listen. You are the leader right now. So get yourself a nap, rest. Come back at it with more strength, more energy.
Illiran sort of settles up next to her, that one, and just sort of gives her a little shoulder nudge, just so the body language says he's right, you know. And she, okay, speak to your friends. Catch me in a couple of hours.
All right. And I'll just turn and start heading back towards the twilight coming in, and I'll tell them everything that obviously I figured out.
As you're turning around and begin to walk out again, to say you're also in this tent, sort of in this conversation sort of thing, and she does ask you all to leave the tent. Can I get you all to make a perception check, DC 20 for me, please?
Ooh, DC 20.
I'm telling you the DC for this one because I want to.
I caught him. I've caught twice though. Oh, that's weird.
I wouldn't even bother rolling.
I saw the celebration, yeah.
No.
Well, Lavender, we'll go to you first, if you wouldn't mind, please, actually. Do it in reverse order. Keep it fresh.
Not one.
That one, oh, I'm afraid to no. Azraelion, your perception check, please. What's he got, boy?
Well, we're both in it.
I think we know.
Yeah, like poor perception. He can't find the unmute button.
Is that a nat one?
Yeah, he does, and at 20.
Oh,
Oh, nat 20!
And at 20 on the physical, right? The physical dice, so the digital ones are binned.
Elleril.
I also got a nat 20.
Oh, fuck yes.
oh my god.
Wash.
5.
And Falcoris.
I'm 19.
19. Ah, damn.
I know.
Falcoris, Wash, and Lavender, you just, as politely instructed to turn and leave the tent, do exactly that. Elleril and Azraelion, be it you sort of can't help just look over your shoulder one more time at maybe hearing a sound, gut instinct tells you to look over, or you just accidentally see this, but as you guys are leaving, you see Captain Duskill sort of rests her head against Illiran's shoulder, and then just sort of leans up and gives him a bit of a kiss on the cheek sort of thing. And Illiran can't help but blush a little bit. But he leans over and kisses her forehead. Just the tent sort of closes behind you guys.
Are they fucking...
Blossoms in the most peculiar of places.
I love
But yeah,
that.
most certainly they are.
And
really
if it's got to
seeing
be the end of the world, then why
some
would you
tension.
not?
They're boinking.
Good for them.
And then you have your times with me, Olivia. Oh, look at Wash.
Oh,
Oh,
Ooh,
Lavender, no!
and we're back. I was just about to go to the BRB, but we're all good.
All good?
Hello.
Welcome back. Yeah, Twilight Company, obviously you all heard what Falcoris and Captain Dusky were talking about, so again, we don't need to go asking questions, we know what was there, so... But please, the floor is yours, party.
Yeah, so once we're outside the tent, everybody's kind of gathered round. I'll just kind of address everybody like, honestly, I think the teleportation one is probably our best bet. But it means one, taking somebody untrained with us. We have to protect them all the way. And two, well, really, any option's gonna be fucked up.
Valkores, may I remind you that you had a vision, I had a vision of a... I don't know, I never had the vision of a Titan, did I? I just got the
You didn't have the vision of the Titan, no. You just had
tree.
like the Spriggan burning in front of your face, yeah.
You had a vision of a Titan ripping the sky apart and angels falling. I don't think there could be anything more dangerous than that.
Well, I mean, as he looks at the fucking blood still pouring out one of his wounds, to be honest with you, that Gravelord, I don't know how the fucking know the name of it, but anyways, I'm gonna call it a Gravelord. That Gravelord fucked me up quite a bit, so I think there's quite a bit fucked up out there.
Valkores, I have spent many years chasing a monster, and this is a fight I don't think I can win. It is the first time I actually think I am on the losing side.
Well, are you just gonna sit back and let it happen? Are you gonna try and fight your way and see if you can win?
Of course I'm fucking not going to go out there swinging with my swords.
Sadly, Olitho's waiting for you, right?
Not if the Titan are ripping the angels out of heaven. Surely she's already fallen.
She's not from that side.
It is just a matter of opinion.
I don't think we should be so quick to dismiss the Underdark as a rat. We have two of the best rangers in the world for all with us. We may find allies down there. It's likely to find these monsters. And the Underdark's going to have its horrors, but a lot of these are horrors we understand.
The problem I have with the Underdark, one, maze. Even trying to find people will be hard. Two, even if we do find people, then trying to convince them to help us. They don't know if they'll give a fuck about what's happening on the surface. And
I
three,
have connections with the Underdark.
yeah, the Underdark and Lawnfall. We don't know if they're connected. And three,
It's worth a chance.
if we do manage to get that, that's wasted a lot of time. Whereas if the council member should be able to help us. We should be able to get on the go straight away.
And what if we either get to the teleportation circle or we get to the boats and our council member falls?
And we improvise.
When are we going to go? Are we leaving now? Are we going to give it a bit?
We should rest.
I need the fucking rest.
Try and see if we can resupply or anything as well.
We need rest. We need to meet this cleric.
The Mirage Unit one, just in a tent.
The tent that someone is fucking in. That tent.
Maybe that. Yeah, but they were in there. I don't know where they are now. But anyways.
Well, they're in there.
Oh, they're all in there. Mirage Unit's changed a little bit, fair enough.
I can see why you left.
It's a lot of pressure.
I only had eyes for one of the Mirage Unit in my time.
When you were in Mirage, would you open the first one in the tent or the last one?
I'm not going to answer that.
You would be the first one.
Right. Rest. And then when we get back up, we'll figure out our next move. I personally think we go for teleportation. Actually, probably better voting on it now. Me.
It's best taking the night to think on it.
Sure. We'll decide in the morning then, or whenever we
So,
come back from rest.
the teleportation? What does that do again? Just so I have a fresh mind on what we're going to do.
So the teleportation, if I understand Falcoris correctly, we're going to the most dangerous location on that island to access teleportation sample. And then we're going to arrive in a fully unknown location that's at least Intolden. Correct?
Quickest option, if we can get to the teleportation circle pretty decently. Then we have these boats. They go through the water. Can be quick as well. But then they know we're coming. Where we're coming from. And then the third option that we've talked about is the Underdark.
I would not be against going through the Underdark.
That's fair. Well, have a think on it. When we're rested, come back at this. We'll put our heads together. We'll figure out our path.
No problem at all.
Poplar stretches and then goes to find a quiet corner and just slumps into it.
You do exactly that. You find a quiet corner to, as you sort of say, slump into at that point. During this sort of rest and relaxation, you can see that your injuries are quite obvious. And at one point, as you're just sort of sitting there, not in that infirmary area, but one of the sort of passing by clerics, you can see it's a excuse me, a dwarven woman sort of comes over. You can tell that she's, or you can see she's just wearing like a normal sort of commoner clothes, but she's got like an apron over her that's caked in dried blood. She's currently got sweat dripping off her brow. She's obviously just finishing a shift of some sort, but as she's sort of walking past, she sort of looks down at you and sort of kneels down in front. Do you need a hand?
Whatever you've got left.
Everything and then some. And she begins to tend to your wounds to help you out with your long rest. She starts bandaging up the large gash that knocked you out and the various cuts and grazes that you sustained throughout. As we're sort of taking this downtime minute, is there anything else that anybody else would like to do? You sort of have a moment to yourselves. You can find NPCs, speak to each other.
I want to do it last, but I want to say a prayer to the Whale Mother.
Perfect. We'll come to that last if you so wish. That's absolutely fine.
Can I? Because I only need 4 hours sleep. Can I just...
Fucking watch his eye roll there.
I mean, so do I.
Can't roll below a 20.
Fucking
Can't sleep.
elves, bro.
Yeah.
Can I just spend some time tracking down the trader indicated with the thieves' cant symbol?
Certainly.
Oh, just can I do a slight retcon? If you had said you were going to go a trader, yeah, Falcoris would be like, here's the fucking gold, and passes over. How much have we got again? 2,857 gold.
Oh Jesus Christ, I'm rich.
You gave the rogue the money?
I'll send you out in a message.
Hang on. Yeah, I need a calculator with my gold that I have as well.
Anyway, sorry.
Okay.
You absolutely do that. You give Elro your gold, and then Elro, you begin to sort of make your way through. And you come down, again, deep in the tunnel that they're walking across, where you found the Mirage unit survivors and that sort of stuff, and you push your way through until you do eventually find what seems to be like an area that's almost like deliberately separated itself, is the best way I can word it, in the space where there's, everyone together sort of thing. and you begin to sort of look around. You can see that there's basically a group of 3 people, all again fairly dressed in normal civilian clothing, but nicer civilian clothing, sort of high neck collars, a tailcoat that's a bit broken or ripped at the sides. You can see 3 humans are sort of standing there, and as you sort of approach them, they all just sort of don't do that stereotypical thing like stop their conversation, look at you sort of thing, you know, but they all just sort of, you know, the voices get a little bit quieter as you draw closer.
I'll greet them if these can. Basically say, I follow the trail. There's a trader here apparently.
They sort of look towards each other a little bit, and then one of them steps forward. Again, he's a shorter man than the average. He's probably about 5'7", 5'8" or so. And again, he's got a very nice trimmed goatee. Well, it probably was. He's got like a 9 o'clock shadow that goes around it now where he hasn't had a chance to shave in a while. Very, very thin, like, you know, quite almost bordering sickly thin. And even though he's got his persona, he's maybe probably guessing in his a generous push in human years as well, 24, 25, as he sort of steps forward towards you. And odd to see people in our times coming forward and following the code and, I don't know, looking to buy. I'm assuming so anyway, if you've following.
Yes. Obviously the Haven code was a lot more useful. But I'm planning a pretty dangerous mission.
Dangerous times, after all.
Need to make sure we're as equipped as possible before heading out.
Supplies are dwindling. We do make a... We used to be able to want to make gold, but now we're sort of now in survival mode, so we are doing what we can actually to help out the people that we're stuck here with. Doesn't mean I haven't got stuff I can sell you. What are you after?
You have any magic items? Any potions?
Let me scrounge up what I can do for you. And he takes a second, he begins to sort of go to sort of like some of the boxes that you can tell that like I'm front, they're very open. You can see that people have been, you know, giving their supplies from these boxes basically. He sort of begins to move a couple to reveal some more hidden ones. And he begins to sort of rummage through and try and pull some things out. All right. It's not a lot. And if you tell anyone about this stash, just need to threaten you, alright?
Staying thieves can't scouts honor.
He pinky promises with you. It's not much, because again, the guards here have been taking a fair amount, and power to them, I encourage it. Got 1 potion of greater healing. And I've got a couple of potions of normal healing potions. I've got a potion of invisibility. Is what you're going to be doing going to be, I don't know. I don't know.
Dangerous. We basically need to make our way to Tilden. Then we're weighing up our options on our approach.
Well, I've I'm not going to be using it anytime soon, I don't think. It's I'm brave in different ways. Going out there ain't for me. I've got a sword. My dad's sword, really. And he, from his sheath, obviously, then sort of pulls it over, sort of thing. It's a long sword, and you can see it's made of fine brass and gold, and it comes to a big point. But down the blade itself, there are 10 perfectly spherical holes, or circular holes, sorry, that just go down the edge of the blade down towards the hilt. The hilt itself, where the handlebar is normal, sort of wrapped leather, but just above that, there seems to be emblazoned what looks to be a hand clutching a gold coin. It's my dad's sword. It costs you to use it. You pop a gold coin in here, in one of these slots, and when you use the sword's magic, it burns away the gold, and no refunds, I'm afraid. But it does give you some powers to help you out in combat. This is something I'm semi-reluctant to part with. But, again, desperate times. You with a guild of some sort. I don't care which one at this point. These petty allies mean nothing to me. Survival does. I can sell you the sword, I guess, my father's sword, but I don't know if it's possible at some point. If it could be returned, I'll give you the money back if you do. If not, you've bought a sword, fantastic, but, you know.
I tend to deal with lighter weapons, personally. But I have a very noble ally, who I'm sure would agree to those terms.
Alright, well, the potions, I'll just sell you the standard rate. I'm not going to try and cut you a deal, or I'm not going to try and rip your arm off either. Times are tough.
By all means, I won't try and rip you off on this.
I appreciate that. My dad's sword, the tax blade. Call it 1,000 even.
Sure.
Shit, alright.
Give him 1,000 gold.
Perfect. You are handed over the tax blade, which we shall just quickly pop into the chat.
Oh, looks cool.
You can have a little read over that, obviously, in the meantime. Excuse me.
Okay.
Ooh.
Plus 10 weapon, let's go. Just look to Retribution hanging on my back. He may be getting replaced.
This whole time, that's a good point. As you sort of like make that that joke to Retribution there, you feel her energy, and she is in the volcano that she erupted right now. She's not having a good time. She's not outwardly angry. She's not doing anything. She's a sword. Well, there's a spirit in the sword, but you can just feel controlled anger.
You can't just call somebody a sword, Matt.
I know, it's 2025. I'm sorry, alright?
How much do you want for the potions?
Standard rate. So yeah, whatever, because I can never remember whatever the cost for 2 normal healing potions and a great healing potion is. Let's find out, shall we?
Don't remember.
Neither do I. So a greater is 100 gold.
I'll
And
just
a
give him 400.
standard. Oh fuck! Okay, well it's 200. So you pay double.
Oh, 200. Well, that
yeah.
includes the invisibility potion as well.
Oh sure, yeah. Let's do 400 for that as well. Then yeah, too. Cool.
Okay. And he's
I forgot about that one.
Spending all his coin.
Minus and will come home with some change for the sword.
Yeah, well, I've still got 1,739 gold pieces.
but you're a rogue, so you've actually got 137 gold pieces.
I actually still have the gold given because I'm just going to steal it back. Like, in 2
Just
minutes,
saying,
so that's fine.
that is the party's gold. It's not Falcorsi's. It's the party.
Yeah.
It's the Earls.
Is
It's,
Elros
it's
now?
mine now.
Yeah.
Good luck using your sword with no gold, of course.
I know where you live.
Everyone knows where I live. I'm a prince. Thank you.
Honestly, pleasure's
appreciate
mine
this
if you can fix this problem, newcomer. It'd be worth an investment.
Hopefully, hopefully it's not just fixing the problem. It's getting everyone out of here too.
Maybe. I'll need to set up shop somewhere else, though.
I wouldn't recommend Lorenthal.
You wouldn't?
No,
Oh.
no very good climate for those in their work at the moment.
I heard good things about our friends, but apparently not then.
They only let people hear what they want you to hear.
Mm.
Maybe just head out to Tyrier or something.
Maybe. First need to get off this godforsaken volcano, though.
Won't be longer, friend. Make sure you're off soon.
Well, stay safe out there, then. Maybe see you around. And whoever you give that sword to, look after it.
If you need to find it one day, check Lorenthal and ask for the Twilight Company.
Twilight Company. Well, if anybody asks who's asking, and they pass a name to you, Jumar.
Okay.
Just so you know. But if
Fuck.
you're leaving, good luck to you. I'm staying put. You're the one that's going out there. You need the luck, my friend.
And Elrond will just walk off and then take his rest.
Not a problem. You take your nice long rest. Or, yeah, long rest for you, but short rest for everybody else. Azrael, you say you're going to do your prayer in the middle. We'll come back to that. Wash and Lavender, whilst you have this downtime, this minute of just taking a second to breathe since you first landed here, is there anything that you two would like to do, either individually, together, or whatnot?
Just in private, maybe inspect the spear banner.
Absolutely. You take time to inspect the banner, and again, you sort of unfurl maybe the actual banner itself, and look again the red background with the gold figures that are outlined doing tremendous battles and deeds. And as you're sort of watching it, you don't think they are, but you sort of swear that the picture is moving. It definitely is. One of the things, do you ever have that in real life where you think something's moving, but you blink and it goes back? You swear the picture's doing that. It's definitely not. But it's the way that it's been woven in. It's fluid in movement. It's telling a story that your brain is engaging with. And again, you just feel, just simply holding this legendary item, there's no question of that status, you just feel empowered. Emboldened. Like your soul itself has got a shield around it that can't be broken.
Cool. I'll tune to it if I have to.
I believe. Let me double check that. I think it is.
I'd assume so, considering that.
Yes, it is an achievement item. Yes.
So I will attune to that and then unattune to. Because I think I'm out of attunement slots, so I think I'll unattune from the great hammer, the Earthshaker hammer, I think. Something like that.
Not a problem at all. You swap out your weapons effectively. Very nice. You still have the hammer. You maybe pop it in a backpack, wherever it is, out the way, or sheath it somewhere. But you now hold a legendary item as your primary weapon, the Banner of the Last Stand. That's pretty fucking sick.
Nice.
Can't be called Witch Hammer anymore, though. Fuck.
Witch Banner.
Yeah.
Witch Spear, I feel like, is also cool. See.
And I take it. Well, she's going to take a long rest once you sort of attune to it and just sort of
Yeah, fuck, please.
take that minute. Yeah. You take that minute. Lavender, is there anything that you would like to do as you come to rest this evening?
No, just have a wander, I guess.
No problem. You take that time to wander through this makeshift settlement. And again, as we sort of mentioned, you can see families. You can see that as you sort of walking past, obviously a family of 4, 2 parents and their 2 kids, and the 2 kids are of that age, or maybe they're not quite understanding the gravity of what's outside, and the parents have somehow done well of shielding them, and these 2 kids are happily playing a kickball between the 2 of themselves, bringing laugh and joy as they're playing it. And you can see that there are people, quite stone faces around, and maybe sitting there with a glass of water in their hand, and they can't help but smile from the infectious laughter of a child. In this dark time, there can still be these little moments found that they're clinging on to right now. These kids don't know what beacon of hope they're bringing, accidentally playing kickball. There is, in the darkness, there is always going to be light. And you sort of take that minute, take a little wander. I'm going to guess find, like everybody else, find a little quiet spot to call your bed for the night.
Yeah.
And you do indeed take a long rest. And Azraelion, lastly, but by far means leastly, you said you want to have a prayer. What are we up to?
I say a prayer. Just more want to find a quiet place, something that's maybe a bit off, and just take a sit, just take a seat, sit down, and I've still got. I can't remember what it was she gave me, but it was her scent from we met her.
Mm-hmm.
I think she gave me, it was maybe like a pouch that had whatever flower it was that she perfumed herself with is still there, so it's.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to take that, I just want to hold it in tight to my chest, close my eyes, and I'll just say, I don't know if I can do this, but the last time I felt this way was when I was in the Green Gorge. My mother had been ripped away from me, and you helped guide me back to Baylor. I am asking for your help in this fight, so I can place you back where you belong, and look after my friends, my people, and this world. And as I say that, I'll just exhale. Deep breath in before I say it, exhale out as I say it.
Mm-hmm. You say these words, and it's weird. As you're sort of saying this, initially, it just feels like you're speaking, but the more you speak, the more you feel the universe pay attention. It's almost like you've become the focal point of something otherworldly, and it has shifted planes and dimensions to make itself align with you and stare directly down the path at you. You don't know what, but through the earth, or the volcano, through the sky, through the heavens, you have called out and something has looked your way. And as you exhale, it's almost like you can breathe a little bit longer than you should be able to, as if your lungs are just filled up with more air than what they're capable of, and you just feel in that moment, how do I word this? Empowered. You feel touched by the divine. Almost as if in your asking, there's been a swift and immediate answer. or at the very least, recognition of your prayer.
Okay. And just like that, you get a level cleric. We have a healer.
Cha-ching!
But yeah,
Well, we'll
as
see.
I feel that, yeah, I'll let you continue.
As you sort of like say, you have this pouch of seeds and that sort of stuff. You sort of like using as your anchor point, so to speak. And you sort of just breathe out and then like close your eyes and feel this connection. And as you sort of look down, you can see one of the seeds has sprouted. Without soil, without earth, without water, a seed sprouted. Just one.
Has it fully bloomed?
No, it's just little tiny little green stem. It's just cracked through the outer shell of the seed.
Okay. I will continue. I'll put it back into the pouch that I've got, and I'll just wrap it back around my neck. And let it go. If it bloomed, I was going to put it in my hair. But
Not yet.
I'll save that for someone else.
As we say, we now have a leveling cleric. That's all it takes, apparently, guys.
Yeah.
Pray over
The champion of a god and a prayer.
But long rest comes, and obviously, Falcor has got your message there. Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
Quickly do what you need to do. Elleril, I'm gonna need a persuasion check,
Oh, fuck, I'm bad at those.
and I'm gonna tell you, with the mood she's in, it's not a pleasant one. This will be a DC 20 persuasion check.
I could only make that if I got on that 20. I rolled a 17, no modifier.
She hears what you say, and she.
Don't know if they'll have that one.
It's not that she's not answering your question.
Cake dessert.
She's just not giving you more than you already know.
Cake dessert is goo. I'm not.
Maybe another time.
Mayhaps. However,
Maybe. Oh,
no, please, on you go. I was going to change scene, so on you go, please.
I was literally just going to say maybe I'll leave her here.
It's an option.
I don't know what's going on with my mute button. I'm so sorry.
That's
It's alright, buddy. But I'm going to say the words that you all want me to say. It's not you get a level up. It's probably something sweeter at this point. You all achieve a long rest.
Oh yeah!
yeah.
Hit points max, spell slots go up. Get all your goody good stuff. A long rest is completed.
99 hit points,
This feels like bait.
but missing something.
Thank fuck.
You all begin to come to consciousness one by one by one. In your own, you sort of, have you come together to sleep as a party, or are you all sleeping separately? Because I'm getting the impression from what we're saying, you all just sort of finding spaces.
Of
to
course,
sleep
just put in a
individually.
corner and slumped into it. He doesn't give a fuck what happens after that.
I want in that tent.
Eleanor spent far too much time with the party. He needs his alone time. He's found a quiet corner. He's got his book. He's happy.
You all, we'll say then for the purposes, individually find places to rest. You don't come. This is probably the first time in a long time you haven't come together to sleep as a party, apart from when you're in Pavmar, you're in separate bed chambers. Azraelion, you come to consciousness and sleeping against a stone wall. You sort of, with your eyes still shut, move and crack your back left, crack it right. You're used to sleeping in the woods. This isn't anything unusual. It's just, just waking your body up sort of thing. And as you begin to wake up, your heart can't help but skip a small beat. As your eyes are focusing, you can see someone standing in front of you with red skin.
Justin picking that up. I'm going. Banging my chest. Oh. I'll think, is it maybe a fever dream? And I'll rub my eyes. I'll look.
You rub your eyes. I'm going to actually properly open them. And your heart sinks a little bit. It is not who you think it might be, but instead a tall, red-skinned, dragonborn woman is standing a bit too close to you, and in her just shy 7-foot stature looking down at you as you were sitting on the floor waking up from a sleep.
You're lucky I've just opened my eyes, or I would have cut you down where you stood. Don't get that close to me again, please.
Are you fucking threatening me?
It's not a threat, it's a promise. Please don't stand that close to me.
She kicks your foot. Last time I help a fucking outsider then. She storms off.
Oh, where is my king? Where is Falcourse?
I guess we're not getting the boat now.
Yeah, and as I get up, can I rummage around in my pack, my pouch, whatever I've got, just to see what I have, maybe that water skin or things like that.
Yep.
And I come across a ring in the pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Not Harmony Collection ring.
Oh, right, okay.
It's not branded.
And I'll give it to Lavender.
Okay.
I think that you will get a lot more use out of it than I have. And I have given you a ring of animal influence.
Ooh.
Thank
Very
you.
nice.
So it's got 3 charges that they expend daily at dawn. And whilst you wear this ring, you can use an action to expend one of the charges, and that allows you to cast Animal Friendship, Fear, or Speak with Animals.
Very nice. We'll get that typed up and sent over to yourself, Lavender, so it's all there for you. But yeah.
I'll snap this. But yes, I forgot I had this. But you will probably get a lot more benefit out of it than I have.
Does that one require attunement, Nikki?
I think it does.
No problem. We'll need to double check,
check.
and I think we need to speak to you anyway, Lavender, about some character stuff anyway. So yeah, we'll need to check the attunement, that sort of stuff there. But he hands you this very nice ring. What does it look like, Nikki, if you don't mind me asking? What does this ring look like in your head?
It does not require attunement, so I'm going to...
Oh, it does not. Even better then.
Yeah, so I'm going to post it in the handouts. I don't particularly like the design that's on D&D Beyond, so I'll just say it's more of a silver ornate ring.
Mm-hmm.
And it has where the stone will be. It could be any sort of animal of your choosing, but it's probably going to be like a green gemstone, and say any animal. It could be a bear, it could be a wolf, it could be anything.
Perfect. No, not a problem at all. And Lavender, you slip this ring on your finger, and it is initially a bit too big, but almost within like 10 seconds, you can sort of feel this clasping as the ring magically sort of fits perfectly to your finger, where it can be comfortably slipped on and slipped off now. And now you now have this extra magical item. You will begin to then get your mornings out the way, you know, have a little bit of breakfast. And again, in a position that they are in, these survivors, there is still, as was stated by Captain Duskill, there is still food around. So you can see there's a little queue system that they got where there's a couple of people that are just dishing out, you know, from a big pot sort of thing into a bowl of food. And again, it's not like skimpy portions. It's fairly good enough portions to see someone through the day, or at least the morning. If you want, you can also join the queue or eat your own sort of food, but either way, breakfast can be given. And then you're all going to say eventually come together, or I think,
Yeah.
of course, you're teetering or asking me something.
Yes, of course we'll kind of stretch after his 4 hours sleep, you know. Do a little bit of work with the sword, and then he's going to get up and stretch, look around, see people starting a queue, just pull out his own rations and eat it. And then he'll go and try and find any of the Mirage unit and just instantly be like, did Fen arrive?
You probably catch initially at this time of the morning Artisan. Again, the male halfling, again, he's still wearing this armor that you can even hear it hums with energy, and you can sort of see these intricate parts that move in the background. This very, very high-tech gear that he wears. Excuse me, beg your pardon. No. And I can't find Duskeel as well. I think she's gone out.
Have you
The
seen
three
us?
never made it back last night.
Have you seen Duskeel from last night?
No, I was sleeping. I've been in the infirmary all day yesterday, and
I
she
talked
must
to
have been out the crack of dawn.
I talked to Duskeel last night. So you saying she's went out? She's not in her tent, or?
I was going to be sarcastic. I'm very sorry. No, I've not seen her this morning. I have been looking for her. I have not found her.
All right. She won't be far. She's not going to leave a roost. Right. If you don't mind, try and see if Fenn's arrived.
I think that's why she's gone.
Oh shit.
Fen, Mir, and Karas never made it back last night. Now, it's not the first time people haven't made it back home. The rule is, try and get home here. If not, hunker. Get down, stay safe. Make your way back first light. I think she might... I don't know where she is, but... I'm assuming she's outside.
That's all right. We'll figure it out. Thank you for the information. I need to go and talk to my company.
I'll be around somewhere.
And then I'll start.
Always someone needs fucking attention.
Yeah. Well, part of the job.
That's
And
what I signed up for.
he walks away, and I'll start grounding up everybody that I can find. Currently
You hustle
washing.
the...
And it's really on kind of missing, can't find them. Honestly, Elleru, they always walk off, and I can never fucking find them.
As he says that out loud, an apple hits him in the back of the head. I just,
Oh, that's fucking. Oh, the
I was
fuck!
here the whole time.
No, not you. You. I said Israeli on and wash. That hurts. Oh look, there's wash. Hang on,
Just as
wash.
that-
Oh, there's Israeli on as well.
By the way, holding each other before we die.
Then you can make it a wash.
Well, I have your money back. I give him 1,500 gold.
It's a bit lighter, Elleru, but fair enough. What'd you get?
This and Falcor is completely missing. There's a second longsword scabbard on his back. He pulls it like the whole scabbard off and tosses it to him.
New sword.
I mean,
Oh, look at this
there's
scabbard.
choosers.
It's got
You
fucking
see,
holes
obviously,
in it.
tax blade.
Elleru, it's literally got holes through it.
Yeah, but apparently, by putting a gold coin in each one of the holes, you can essentially pay. I don't know where the money goes, mind you. I'm assuming there's a demon making a fortune off of this thing somewhere. But if you,
Did you say demon?
yeah, it's not your one. Don't worry. If you
It might be.
put the coin into the hole, and you can essentially dissolve the coin and empower the blade. And I've been thinking you have that very interesting coin that you got from your girlfriend.
Like, oh. Yeah, I know, getting deep into like a pocket pouch and pull it out, the gambler's coin. You think putting this in there? The problem is, it either goes one or the other way.
I'm just curious, to be honest. Save it for final say.
Hell of a
It'll either
fucking
be
risk.
our damnation or our savior.
I like the idea, to be honest. And I'll flick the coin, catch it, and put it into the sword. Into one of the slots. And then the gold coins that he's gave me, I'll start pulling out 9 other coins and slot them into the
It's fine.
For
The
everyone-
coins fit perfectly.
And then
For everyone else, oh sorry, there you go. I don't want.
I was just going to say that he she's it again, attaches it to his side. So now he's got the normal. He's now got a fucking normal longsword, or an elven longsword that looks okay. He's got a other elven longsword. He's now got the fucking the golden. Well, I can't remember what's the name of it.
Blade.
The gold blade. Tax blade. And then you just don't see Pharaoh and Ignis. That's gone.
It's gone. Curious. For everyone else, I've got a couple extra healing potions. I had the ones from before that no one claimed from me, and I said I was keeping if no one else claimed. So I've got 4 greater healing potions, 2 regular healing potions, and a potion of invisibility up for grabs. If no one speaks up, I will keep them all.
Well, I think you should take the invisibility one.
I actually think it's probably suited for maybe Wash.
Suppose.
Does it make you quiet?
No, but not being seen will definitely offset the amount of noise you make.
But that means that they will hear him but not see him.
It's better than. It's not. Well, I mean, it's better than hearing him and seeing.
Let's see. I've got. So it was a greater healing.
Yeah, so there's 4 greater healing potions, 3 from the Gravelord, 1 from just there,
Right.
and 2 standard healing potions.
Right. I've got
a greater healing.
I've got 2 greater healings. I've got 1 superior healing. And no normal.
You need fuck all of them.
Yeah.
get rid of this
I'm good.
conversation.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just fucking putting out there what I've got, Olga. Fuck's sake.
Oh, my wounds! But my healing potions! Oh, my wounds!
Falcorus just walks away.
I had to use a greater healing potion in that fight, and he was holding out on us.
I fucking used the great healing potion.
So you get 2 and a superior.
Yes.
But you get a cheek to moan about your wounds.
And
It's
died.
fine.
I'll take 2. That's okay.
The greater. Okay.
Yeah, please.
I'll take one of this.
I'll be back in a sec.
The mini one, the baby ones.
The
Just another
standard.
potion.
Why don't
Yeah.
Why don't you take 2 of the standard? Lavender
I
take
need one.
1 of. Just
I
need
just need
one.
one. Yeah, because I can cure wounds
Okay.
myself and be.
Okay, and then Lavender, you take the last greater. Well, so I'll keep a greater. Wash takes 2. Lavender takes 1. Australian takes 1 of the healing potions, and I'll keep a hold of the other one for fast hands.
Brilliant. No problem. So make sure you note your character sheets. You've got them then, because if you don't use them, you lose them, sort of thing. Or if they get lost in the character sheet, and that's them.
But as well with the invisibility potion, I can already make myself invisible. And I'm much quieter than the rest of you. I still think I'd be stealthier than everyone else here, even if you were invisible, so I think it's probably...
Cure than that one.
No, but remember, he can't get nat ones anymore.
Yeah, I forgot you can't roll anything lower than a 30.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what, I'm just very reliable at my
In your
talents.
talents. As you guys are having this sort of conversation and divvying up the potions and whatnot, you hear a voice. You hear someone from behind you. Sort of clears their throat from behind you.
Hello?
You turn around and see a man. Excuse me, an elven male standing behind you. He looks like he's in elven years, about to leave his middle age. The grey hair is now just greying. Oh, sorry, the hair that is once blonde is now no longer just greying at the roots. It's beginning to sort of go across the head and creating that sort of salt and pepper look. He's got kind, soft eyes. He's baby hands, very, very soft features and that sort of stuff. Very clean shaven. He wears robes that are light blue with the white sort of band that goes across them. And he, I was told you're the newcomers. The Twilight Company, was it?
Yes, that's us.
Pleasure. I'm Jakara. Jakara Opembry. And I was told by Captain Duskiel that we might need a conversation at some point. Myself and my colleague Ishi. Although she seems not to be in the best of moods right now. He can't help but sort of flick a glance towards Israeli and then back towards the group as a whole, sort of in that way. We are the ashamed to say, two last known surviving council members in Slehia. We each bring our own individual skills and attributes, and I've been told you might need to get to Toldom.
Yeah, so next stop.
Well, if you wouldn't mind following me, myself and Ishi have got a little bit down the tunnel. It'd be great to have a conversation and answer some questions of yours. I dare say you might not have any, of course, but I'm assuming there might be.
Yeah, by all means, lead the way.
Fantastic.
Oh, and before I forget, Falcor, someone might come back for the blade eventually. Don't worry about it. It's fine.
What? I must reset.
Jakara doesn't pay any notice to what this thing. He doesn't understand, so he just obviously walks away, beckoning for you guys to follow suit.
Yeah, LL just quickly tells you that Dinmar might come back for the blade eventually, but he'll pay for it.
Oh, right, okay. Just before we start heading off, I'll just be like, by the way, Duskiel disappeared in the night. She's not been back. Neither has Finn. I don't know if she's went out looking for her. But anyways, let's see what they've got to say, and then we'll try and figure out what the fuck's next. By the way, did we make a decision? I was away pissing at the corner.
Maybe it's best waiting to hear what they have to say first.
Fair. Right.
I keep getting the names mixed up. I keep going to say Ishi, but it's not. Jakara leads you down towards, again, a little section where it's just effectively... Again, it's not a tent per se. It's like, you know, you go to the beach and you see those little fucking rainbow-colored windbreakers, effectively. It's like a version of that sort of thing, where it's just like a canvassed side, a couple of walls that basically just separates, where clearly you can see there's two separate cots that are pressed up against the edge. And you can see there's two duffel bags, one under each bed. And you can see a scowling, large Dragon Ball woman is sort of sitting at the end of her bed right now. And Jakara sort of goes, Ishi, our guests are here. And Ishi just sort of looks up and sort of looks you all one by one. And again, even sitting down, like she's the height of some of you, just barely. And then she stands up to show her full, just shy of 7 foot tall frame, wide, red scales. And you can tell that her attitude is as fire red as her skin may be. Compared to the complete contrast of the very softly spoken Jakara next to her. The two couldn't be more day and night. She looks around.
Pleasure.
She looks at you, Israelion, but then sort of just looks over and gives everyone else the same sort of scowl anyway. Now, we each do our individual things. I'm from the Elven Quarter, of course. I'm a mage, and part of my roles and responsibilities was to suit the council in various arcane means, which include teleportation. My colleague Ishi here is unmistakably from the Dragonborn district. She is a master smith. They deal with the forges. They deal with the weaponry. They are very close to the dwarves in their responsibilities, but there's something more arcane about the Dragonborn nature. The Dragonborns, though, are also in charge of the docks between the West Isle and ourselves here at Slee. It's actually Ishi's grandfather that kind of invented the sea cutters and the pulley system that makes them. So, we're your people, I think, for what needs to come next.
Right.
She just sort of looks around, her arms folded, sort of thing. She wears the same robes the same style of robe that that Jakara wears, but hers, instead of being that light blue with the white band, they're more like a deep auburn brown with another white band that goes across the chest as well. If you have any questions, I can answer them.
Well, we are the Twilight Company, defenders of the throne of Lorenthal. And we've been sent in to essentially target and eliminate the final say. Now, from what we know information-wise, he's hiding in... I can't remember the name. What's the name of the town again?
Drek.
Drek.
D-R-E-K.
Drek. Captain Duskill from the Mirage unit told us that you two can give us a passageway towards it. Now, we understand it doesn't come without its own risks.
Everything's got risks. Ishi pipes up.
Yeah. What we're trying to figure out is how it gets us there quick enough. And although he knows we're coming, without full sight of us, if you get what we're saying, and trying to minimize the potential risks that we can. Now, we've heard from both sides, it's just as dangerous as the other, but from your two expertise knowledge, any insights, any way that you can tell us what it entails, how far a distance we've got to go before we can get to things, and your rough assessment on success chances of getting there quick and without being seen too much.
You say this, and sort of Ishi and Jakara both will just take a second to look towards each other, just sort of exchanging words between an eye exchange, and they turn back. With me, the problem that you're going to have with the circle, teleporting is fast. I don't know if you've ever done it before. It's instantaneous, deatomizing you here, reatomizing you there. The problem is, we are going to have, if you go that way, a literal uphill battle. We need to get to the top of the volcano, where the council building may be. Not maybe. There are then going to be enemies we're going to have to fight across to get there. And being the council building, there will be, I dare say, high importance in wanting to hold the building as far as the enemy's intent goes, so we might come across a heavier resistance. When we were fleeing, there were horrors that I've never seen before. And I hope not to see again, but if you need my help, then I will. I will also fully confess, and he sort of... I'm a spell slinger, sure. I'm not a great fighter. I can fight with you. I'm not a coward. I'm just not going to be holding a sword. I can do what I can with spells. Forgive my observations, but you don't look like you have a spellcaster designated in your party, per se. You might have your tricks up your sleeve, but I don't know if you've traveled. Either way, the problem you're then going to have with, I can get you to Toldom immediately. I can even do it by staying where I am. I don't need to come with you. The teleportation circles work in different ways. I can just send you there if you don't want me around. And I can come back, or I can come with you. I don't know what we're going to find in Toldom.
Can you get back safely?
I'll get back. Well, I'll do what so many other people have done and do the right thing for the cause. I don't want to. I would much rather come back here, but yes.
And from the other side, can we use that teleporter to come back?
If I come with you and stay put. Unless, I could be wrong, one of you guys knows how to teleport. Then I would need to come with you and stand guard. And in the totem side to bring you back home that way.
Roughly.
Or you have...
Roughly from your site in Toldom, how long would you think to take to get to the council building?
To get from here to the council building, do you mean, sorry?
Well, so you're teleporting us to Toldom, and then is Toldom the council building itself?
No,
We need to go to the council building
Right,
to
then
teleport from there to
to
Toldom.
Toldom. Right. So then to Drek.
Sorry.
Then sorry, that's me getting confused. It's from
Oh, no, sorry, that's... From Drek, from Totem again, on average, if you take the Royal High Mile, you're probably looking about a day's travel on good roads. But I don't know what good roads look like these days.
okay. Well, I'll look towards the Dragonborn. And your side. How does
No
that
fancy
look?
tricks. We fight our way down to the docks. Get a sea cutter. They are self-propelled. I don't need to stay behind or drop you off. You can operate them from inside the sea cutter itself. 20 minutes over the water. Land in Totem Dock. Fuck 'em up. Again, not without risks. There's no element of stealth. There's no element of surprise. You get seen coming over the water. They're not quiet. The pulley system makes a fair racket. And that's supposing as well that they haven't been broken. The cables will be fine. It's more making sure that we find a boat intact.
Where exactly is the teleporter in Toldom compared to the docks?
It's in the town hall, I'm not mistaken, isn't it? Yes, it's in the town hall, so maybe, I don't know, a 5-10 minute walk. I think in the grand scheme of things, negligible.
Details are key.
You of course. The location inside the town hall.
Alright. Otherwise, a fight.
Either way, we're fighting.
And then we've got the third option of trying to navigate these mazes.
Yes, the Underdark don't really have much business with the Drow before. I call me naive. I didn't realize there were the smugglers' tunnels. I thought I heard rumors, but I didn't take them seriously. I'd have thought that the police would have surely known. But that's thieves for you. Always that one step ahead. Tricksy bastards and all that.
Well,
That's Helen mentioned that someone went down there recently. Do you know who that was?
It wasn't anything to do with me, I'm afraid. Just a scouting party, best I was informed. Went down there for... Gosh, I think it was a good few days they were down there trying to find a path and came back.
Be good if we could speak to the scouting party.
I could try and find information out from you, from Duskheel, or asking around, of course.
Seemingly Duskill's gone.
Oh. Okay. Leave that with me, my boy. I'll find information for you.
alright. We'll reconvene. You just let us know when you've got information. because we'll need all the information we can get before we can make a decision.
Of course. Well, Oh, Ishi, sorry.
Yeah. You're a master smith, correct?
She sort of like gives that sort of prideful nod. Damn right.
I suppose if we help somewhat to retake the Dragonborn district, be a decent amount of supplies there.
Has been ransacked, yeah? What are you after?
Well, I'm saying your militia doesn't look very well equipped.
She sort of looks around a little bit and... Yeah. We've seen better days.
I suppose
Not a bad idea.
Take that approach, we can maybe help the rest of you get some supplies.
Supply run wouldn't be a bad shout mixed in with an operation to get you a sea cutter, if that's the route you decide to go down. Could help us out a little bit more, definitely. Even just raw materials, and I can help.
I'm pretty averse for taking the loud approach no matter what I do, but I can definitely see on it.
As can I. However, my concern is the cost of life. Every one that we lose is a catastrophe. We're that few now. It's a good idea. And no option that we need to pick is going to be without danger and threats. I'm just worried about the cost of life. If you choose, by the way, to go down, I'm coming with you. You have my fucking word. You want a sea cutter, I'll get you a sea cutter. I will put you on that goddamn boat and cast you away. I'm there with you. I won't be if you're going that way.
I think
How
that
about-
we should just go down the Underdark. I mean, the cost of a life, like you were saying. We go down there and we find the people that are missing. It adds more to our army.
Who says the elves aren't working with the final say, though?
We also have to find something wrong with it.
Underdark are very different to the Overelves. They might not have too many clams. They might have been promised the land, who knows?
We're also making the assumption that the Underdark means an Undercity. Underdark's a vast plain. Like our Great Plains, there could be no one there. Just monsters.
Might even not be a way back up.
It's unexplored territory. But an option.
They did say that they used to travel between the cities, though, through the Underdark, though, correct?
I believe so. There must be a path somewhere. But the problem is time, and if you're saying you're against it, I don't know.
If there is a path, and they used to use it, you said there was a no smuggling route, yes?
Welcome home.
Just perhaps there may be key or signs to show you the right path.
Could be.
You know where the entrance to the Underdark is from here?
I've not wandered down here. All I know is, and he sort of just points down deep into the single tunnel that you guys are in. Somewhere down there, you'll find splinters where the lava tubes begin to divulge, and splinter off into larger caverns and whatnot. All I know is you need to somehow go down and deep. I don't know.
How far away is the entrance that they're pointing to?
Also, he just points us to the cavern that just goes all to the cave. So it's just the cave that you're in. You're basically the one big lava tube right now. He's just pointing deeper down the tube. Sorry. I should speak to the scouts, though, as you asked me to do, and maybe they've got more information I can relay your way.
If these can't was used, I should be able to find.
You've got your expertise, and I've got mine.
Well, how about this, Elleru? Why don't you take a run? Just one down one path so you know which way you came. See if you see any signs. Take an hour. During that hour, Jagari, you can look up these scouts. We'll try and find more information. Come back, reconvene here. One sight of danger though, Illiru. You get back here as quick as you can. I know you move fast.
Put his head up, nod, and make his way.
No worries at all.
I'll say to the others, Wash, Israeli, and Lavender, be honest with you, I don't like the idea of the Underdark. I feel like we could easily get lost in there. At least we know where we're going with the other two. Dangerous, yes, but what isn't?
But what do you want is the element of surprise. You know, if that means that we give them a surprise by us coming from a completely different direction, or maybe we get a surprise by what is looking down the Underdark, that just remains to be seen. All three options are dangerous.
Underdark has far too many variables, though. What do they know about the Underdark? What if they know where it comes up? At the very least, we know for a fact is that they are aware of both the sea cutter and the teleportation, and we can prepare for that. If we come up expecting to be a surprise, and then they are prepared for it, that's turned back on us. We lose that advantage.
I agree with Wash. I feel like there's too much with the Underdark. Don't get me wrong. If Elderil finds Thieves' Cant down there in their way, then maybe. But if we're going in there completely not knowing what the fuck is there, don't like those odds. But I suppose take your time. I'm gonna try and find out where the fuck Doskiel went. Take your time. If you want to try and find out information, take information. We've got an hour. Meet back here.
Yes, I'll go asking for scouts as well then.
Perfect.
Do you have anywhere that I can maybe hone in my skills? Sharpen my blades.
Ishi sort of just puts a hand on your shoulder and just sort of like brings you in. Just sort of like making like that, brings you in a little bit like, I do.
And what is that?
What's it to you?
It depends.
How about an apology?
Yourself.
Who else?
No, why must I apologize to you? You were right up in my face, and I just woken up. We're in a time of war. Of course I'm going to be on edge.
Mm-hmm. Don't know. Do you want to use my stuff? You've got an hour. She slaps your cheek. You've got an hour. Think about it.
I'll look at Falcoris.
I'll just kind of
I don't know what it is. It may be the red scales. It may just be the color red. There's something about it.
He's really
It's
on
like
it.
a bull.
And I'll put my arm around him and start like taking him down a tunnel and just be like, why does she want you to apologize?
I opened my eyes and she was right there. At first I thought she was Olivia and she wasn't, and I told her to get the fuck.
Right. Tell you what, keep walking, I'll catch up with you and I'll turn back and I'll go back to her.
As you sort of come out, she goes, "Not from you."
No, listen to me, if you don't mind. He's not exactly the social butterfly.
Do you think I am?
No, and this is why I've came to plead with you. He's a bit jumpy. He's expecting somebody else to be by his side, which not came yet. It is a high charge moment.
I'm expecting people by my side, but they're not here, are they?
No.
There's 200 and something folk in here expecting someone by their side, and they're not here. All I want is 2 little words. Sorry, and I'm. Not necessarily in that order. Then he can work with me all day long, water under the bridge. Matter of principle.
I'll try.
Times may be shit, but manners mean everything.
I'll try.
Run along. She stands back up straight again. Actually, can you not just get along with people? Shut up.
Falcourse is like, Falcourse is starting to get the blood up, and he's so close to just going, and then he just goes, see you in an hour. And I'll turn and I'll catch up with the Israeli one. Sorry, Wash and Lavender, I don't know if you just were coming with us. Just in that moment, I'm like trying to figure deal with this Israeli one. But I will say to all yous, I'll be like, listen, I need to split off. I'm going to try and find out what the fuck is going on with Captain Duskill. You can follow me if you want. But as always, fucking shit happens.
If
I'll stay and help out a bit.
No problem. So when you're saying staying to help out, are you just helping out your usual sort of watch
camp.
tactics, or just the camp, just
Yeah,
general people and that sort of stuff? Life in the
Any
camp.
sort of first aid I can do. Help make people comfortable, that sort of thing.
No problem. So you sort of saddle up and sort of make your way to sort of the front of the entrance by that infirmary barracks area, the makeshift sort of bit, and just find yourself gravitating without, unless you want to, expending your lay on hands, just sort of rebandaging, triaging, tending to the wounded, you know? There's not been that many raids, thankfully, so there's not too many. You just sort of need that last little push to get better sort of thing, and you're there to help out. You see Artisan as well, also helping there, doing their thing, plus a few other clerics as well, and again, do-gooders such as yourself who just want to see people get better. Falcor, so where are you sort of going to then? And you're a little bit. We will come to you as well, Errol, of course, as you sort of deep dive into the Underdark in that direction.
Probably go towards the Mirage Unit tent, like the command center, essentially first, to see if they've got any more word, and then he'll probably go towards the door to ask the guards and that there, like if they know anything.
Going towards the tent, no one's getting information on that one there then. You do find Ilaran is there, equally as confused as where she could be as you are. Alongside the other person who is there, who is it, is Faison is there, the other human fighter. They're equally as confused, but don't have any information for you still, so you sort of make your way past Wash. You sort of see Wash at this point helping a man retend to a broken ankle, or tend to a broken ankle. You sort of just made that sort of nod, you walk past each other, and you get your way to your door, and you see a couple of the guards sort of just look over at you, and then sort of just put their focus back towards the door and their guard duties, you know, continue playing games of chess and whatnot just to pass the time whilst just waiting for anything to happen.
I suppose I'll sit next to the ones that are playing chess. Or kind of anybody that's kind of sitting free as such. And I'll just be like, I see captains went out. Any information where she went?
Went out at first light. Just said she wasn't going too far. Wasn't going on a scout. Just wanted to wait at first light.
Does she normally do this?
Hasn't been outside in a long time.
Did she go with anybody?
No, just herself. We offered, but she declined. Told her not to go far. But she's the captain. She knows the rules. She helped make them. Trust her. She'll be fine.
Has Finn?
She came and rescued us.
Has Finn managed to weigh in?
No, she was on yesterday's scout, alongside a couple of her friends. I haven't seen her, along with Mimir and the female dwarf, big backpack.
Is there a outlook point that you have set up? Keep an eye.
Too dangerous out there. We stay inside. We send out the daily scout unless something like this has gone wrong, where we wait for the scout to come back. If they haven't come back in 3 days, a new scout comes out every morning.
Oh, fucking hell. Right. Appreciate the info. Would it be possible for me to get outside for 15 minutes?
He sort of looks over to the guys next to him, sort of thing. One just sort of mouths back, you know the rules to him. No. I'm sorry, without a scout permit, no. I don't want to get myself in trouble and endanger everybody else here.
Oh,
If
fucking
Duskule,
hell.
when she comes back, when Duskule comes back and it's approved, then yes. But the scout needs to be approved first. And it needs to come through her.
Alright. And I'll kind of push the chair back, get up, and start.
I'm sorry, my friend.
No, it's not on you. Appreciate the info. And I'll
Aye.
go start heading back towards camp, and as I'm going, I'm like, fuck are you doing, man? And I'll just keep walking, and in my head, of course, be thinking, now's not the time to be chasing after one person. There's more important matters. And he'll start heading towards the camp again, and basically wait for that hour to be up, and...
Elleril, you hood up, begin to then push down this deep tunnel. What are you looking for? What are you up to?
So, first of all, I want get retribution out.
Mm-hmm.
So she's floating around me, and I'll just. What do you think we should do?
The voice that doesn't call out physically, but mentally inside your head, comes into you. It's a tough one. No matter where we go, it's going to be fraught with danger, death, and... I believe that Underdark could be one of our immediate, safest options, but then has so many unknown variables. Does that then make it more dangerous? Whereas with the other two, we know what dangers lay ahead. For the most part. I know I'm good in a fight. I'm not good at exploring. You need me to slay a beast, I'll slay a beast. But ultimately, you're the one that wields me. What do you think?
I think it makes me really uncomfortable putting either of the councillor's lives on the line.
Why is it any different to when you put your own life on the line for your family? Why is their willing to put themselves in the firing line any different to what you do?
Because I'm okay making the call that could cost me my life. I'm not as okay making a call that can cost someone else theirs.
Understandable.
So, I'm gonna scout out the Underdark.
Mm.
And if we can sign, maybe a sign of thieves can, anything that might help us navigate the tunnels. Please try and remember exactly where we came. I'm gonna mark. I pull out chalk. I'm gonna mark our path. But I do not want to get lost alone down here.
No, I'd rather we didn't as well. After you.
Right. And your motivation is that if I die down here, you will have to sit there with my corpse for the eternity. So.
Oh. Oh.
So
You're going
keep
to
me
dangle
alive.
that? Oh, okay.
Otherwise, you're never getting off Elria.
Silence just meets you.
Okay.
Well, I would then like you to make an investigation check for me, please, as you look for thieves' cant and obvious paths.
And I'm doing it as stealthily as possible.
Absolutely. We'll come to that in 2 seconds.
Okay. Oh. 31.
31. And can I get you a stealth check as well, please?
Fuck off. Oh, 31.
The best thing is, like, I only had 4 expertise slots, right? But then Matt gave me 1 for free. So that's on him. That's Arcana, though, not investigation. Was it? Sorry, by my roll.
Stealth check, please.
Yeah. That is 26.
26. Very stealthily, without being audibly encumbered by your party, you lightfoot make your way down these tunnels, looking for signs of thieves' camp. And it does take you a minute, but then it makes sense why, because being right now one straight tunnel, there's no need for further signage. And you sort of push down, then after I'd probably say maybe just under 15 minutes, maybe 30 minutes or so, you come across your first sign of thieves' camp. And it's basically indicating 2 paths to go. One path indicates, again, with thieves' camp not being a language, drop off, like a cache or cache. And another one indicates another path to follow for a smuggler. And then you sort of follow this tunnel down, and then you can then see where this divulges. To the right-hand side, this sort of chamber opens up and gives you 2 options, where it's almost like this tunnel sort of comes across the straight horizontal, again, natural lava tube. If you go to your right, is where the depot is, this cache. Going to the left is deeper, effectively, or a smuggler's route.
So, I'd just like to ask Retribution. Do you know anything about the smugglers of Elria? I
No,
assume you're before their time.
much. Well, that's a lie. There was no path down here. Bearing in mind, when I was last here, this was an active volcano, and where we stand was filled with magma. I created a path. There were smugglers, but not the ones that use this volcano now.
I think if we can find out the smuggling route, following this smuggler sign might take us there. Till then.
Mm-hmm.
But that's dependent on the smugglers actually going to Tilden.
Indeed. I will say that they must be moving something to somewhere. If they've indicated, as you sort of say, there's a cache or a depot, that'd be a single drop-off point, but something needs to go somewhere. I just don't know where.
I'll push a little bit further, like deeper in, following the smuggler sign.
Smuggler's turned down to that sort of left tunnel, and again, it is a very, very steep decline. It's nothing that you can't handle or have worries you not be able to get out of, sort of thing, or backtrack on. But it does go deeper and deeper, and it does then come to another point where, again, can I get you to make another investigation check, please?
I rolled a 5, so
35, yeah.
it's 24 for investigation.
24. You see more thieves' cant on the walls. And again, it's starting to indicate again the path continues effectively. Or another one for an exit.
Interesting.
And if you don't
no.
mind... Oh, sorry, no, please, no, please, on you go.
How long have we been walking by this point?
I'd say maybe you're hitting the half-hour mark.
Half-hour work. Not that deep in. I mean, no, there's an exit. This might be useful for everyone else to know this path. If just in case their sanctuary gets overrun.
Agreed.
I'll just take out stuff like my writing equipment from the forgery kit.
Mm-hmm.
Just quickly write the directions that I came.
Yeah, I will say as well, for the
Vividly
sake of this, there have been multiple tunnels that you've walked past, sort of thing. This hasn't been one straight line. You can see quickly why a group did get lost here, because you have passed so many tunnels. It is only because you can read these hidden messages. You are beelining a path, basically.
Yeah. So I just I'll write down the important symbols that they need to take and the ones that guided me towards the exit.
Perfect.
And then I'll start heading back.
You start making your way back. Our camera then pans back to the party, who sort of in collectively doing their own things, where Wash, you're helping the medics do medicine, funny enough. Falcoris, you're, I don't know, probably sounds at this point just pacing, trying to get information of where Duskiel could have gone or something akin to that, just trying to find the next tether to grab almost. Lavender, probably the same, just in that waiting mode, just waiting to see what's going to happen next. What is the next plan of attack? And Israeli, I don't know if you're forming an apology or whatever you might be doing in this moment in time. But everything is ruined. Oh, sorry, no, please, on you go.
Oh, I was just going to say, I'd like to apologise to absolutely fucking nobody.
Cool. Expect nothing less.
All right,
The
Conor McGregor.
piece is ruined. LOL, you are not aware about this. You are too deep in the tunnel to know what happens up here. Falcoris, Wash, Azraelian, and Lavender. Inside a tunnel, inside a hot tunnel like this thin, sound bounces very well. You guys hear the sounds of yelling voices from the front where you were, Falcoris. Wash, this is right behind you. As all of a sudden you see the front door the secret exit, is as quickly as it can forced open in a rapid pace. And you see figures stumbling in, covered in blood. The first one you can see is Captain Dustkeel. She is currently rushing in with her back to you right now. Behind her, you can see two people that you don't know. So you can see members of the Mirage unit, but they're all calling out to each other. And it is frantic, and it is through gritted teeth and crying eyes are yelling out. And they're calling out for medic, cleric, all the words you can try and call healer. And the last word, or the last phrase that you hear is the following. For fuck's sake, it's Fen. And that was Lynn's night's episode of The Shadows We Fear.
I knew as soon as you started describing it. You killed my little Fen. You killed my little Fen that I designed. We'll have words, son. Anyways.
Okay, there we are.
Get it up him.
Well, that will end tonight's episode of The Shadows We Fear, as we say. And obviously, new time scale, if I can learn to speak now, back on the road. We will not be back next week. We are now doing this bi-weekly, of course. So we will catch us in 2 weeks' time, if the scheduling gods allow. But before we disappear into the ether, Andy, is there anything we need to say before we say goodbye?
Yes.
Once more.
I would like to invite people to come to the Discord and join our socials. You will, if you hit !Discord or !Linktree, you will find all that stuff there. Obviously, with the Christmas period coming very, very soon, I would definitely keep an eye on social medias and Discord for any announcements of when we're going to stream, because I would imagine that we might take a little break around the Christmas period, depending on what's going on. But yeah, I would definitely just come and join us and be part of the community. As always, we do have another campaign running called World of Erzia. That's on every second Tuesday. Not this Tuesday coming, the Tuesday after. Sorry, no, actually that's a lie. No, that is this Tuesday coming. We are releasing a new episode, session 3. So come and join that, and then that'll be bi-weekly from there. Otherwise, I believe that is all we've got for announcements. So I'll hand it back to you to wrap up, Mr. DM.
Amazing. Well, no, thank you. So, as always, as I need to say, and I want to say, a big, massive thank you to everyone in my players. Every single one of you has helped tell me the story, which has been fantastic. We are getting now, as you might know yourselves as players, definitely, me in chat, comes to the end of the story, and I'm excited to see where things are heading in this direction. So, players, thank you so much for helping me tell the story and putting up with all the crap I put you through. To you in chat as well, thank you for coming along and tuning in and spending your evening with us. We'd love to see you here and love to hear what's going on in chat. And to all of you, in 2 weeks' time, until then, stay